What's up, gang? Here we are again on a Wednesday hanging out. I'm super pumped about it. Monday, we went ahead and we showed you guys how to shoot cinematically with your phone. But today, I really want to dive in a little deeper and show you guys the specs and the editing involved in order to maximize the cinematic quality of your phone. So let's go ahead and get into that. So really quick, before we get into this tutorial, I just want to give you guys a shout out. I want to say thank you so much for every single person that has helped me achieve the milestone of 1,000 subscribers for this channel. I could not have done it without you. At some point, I'd like you guys to go back to the last video. It was a special edition that I released on Monday, just celebrating the 1,000 subscriber milestone that we hit. And there is a giveaway. So if you go to that video and you watch it and you like, subscribe, and comment on that video, you guys could win a free t-shirt from my Hustle More shop. I'm actually wearing one of the t-shirts right now. It says 24/7, 365, we hustle. And that couldn't be more true about creators and very motivated people. So go ahead and check that video out and let me know what you think, and hopefully you win something. But for right now, we're gonna jump into our phone screen actually, and I'm gonna show you the settings that I use in order to maximize my cinematic quality. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into the computer screen for a longer tutorial, and we're going to be talking about everything that we can do in order to make our footage look the best. So here we go. As far as an iPhone goes, this is how we do it. I'm gonna go ahead into settings, and we're gonna scroll all the way down until we get to camera. And then inside of here, you wanna go into record video. You have 720p at 30 frames per second. You have 1080p at 30 frames per second. You have 1080 at 60 frames per second, and you've got 4K at 30 frames per second. And 1080-60 is my go-to because then we can take the footage off of the phone and get some really smooth slow motion. All right, guys, here we are inside of Premiere Pro once again. You might want to strap in. This could be a long one. I'll try and keep it short. So here is our phone footage. You'll notice that it says 29.98 frames per second. We shot in 1080-60. But I've gone ahead and interpreted this because I've already made this video. So I imported one more clip at 60 frames per second, and I'm going to show you how to modify that. So we go down to Modify, Interpret Footage, and we're going to hit this little button right here, Assume this frame rate. Now we're going to take this down to 30 frames per second or 29.976. But we'll just round it up to 29.98. So you'll notice that all of that footage is in slow motion, and that is because we've gone ahead and interpreted the footage. It is smooth because we've applied the warp stabilizer. The color is awesome because we threw a color grade on it. You know, here is our color right here. You can see that's what the original footage looks like. We've gone ahead and applied some filters to it to make it look its very best. First things first, we're gonna start dragging our footage into a new sequence. And we've converted all of our footage over to 30p. So let's go ahead and make a 30p sequence. Let's just work on, let's say this clip here. We're gonna drag just the video over here. Now it's gonna ask us if we wanna change our sequence settings. We don't, let's keep them. Shift Z will zoom your sequence. And here's our clip. And as you can tell right here, this clip is pretty shaky. So what we're gonna do immediately is we're gonna go into our effects tab and we're gonna go to the warp stabilizer. We're gonna go ahead and drop that on there, and in the effect controls, is where all that work is happening. If you have watched any of my other tutorials on warp stabilization, you know that I like to put the smoothness down to 11%. That's just my magic number, and everything seems to look pretty good when I do it. So I'm sticking with it. So here we are. We should have a pretty stabilized clip. Let's take a little look. There you go. That looks pretty damn stable. I am liking that. And remember, you saw the video. I wasn't using a gimbal, I wasn't using a camera strap, I wasn't using a handle. I was simply holding my phone in my hand and using any stabilized technique I could think of. I find that I get the best stabilization leaning back and forth. It's a good technique. Basically, all you'll have to do then is just continue applying that to all of the rest of your footage. In order to make this sequence look more cinematic, we've gone ahead and added these black bars, and you can turn them on, turn them off. That's my color layer, my adjustment layer right there. You can really see here in this last clip, that is very contrasty and it's very saturated. What we did was gone ahead and we put that nice Instagram looking fade over our footage. So inside of here, I usually just have a color folder that I copy and paste to every single project. We'll go ahead and make another adjustment layer just for the sake of doing it. We'll go ahead, we'll call this color, and we're just gonna lay it down right over top of our footage. And it didn't do anything. And the reason that it didn't do anything is because there's nothing there. It's a blank layer that we can add effects to. So let's go ahead. We're going to start here. We brought our contrast up. We took our highlights down. I'm going to boost these shadows up a tiny bit. All right. And then we're going to go into and boost that faded film look. I'm going to go in, and I like to sharpen my footage. So we've got clips in slow motion, we've got clips colored. That is what we did, and that is how we did it. We've gone over interpreting footage. We've gone over the warp stabilizer and the color grade, and now we are done. All you do is apply these same principles to all of your other clips, and there you are. You have yourself a nice cinematic sequence. All right, guys, I know it seems like a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it in the end. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for hanging out. If you'd like to see some more content from this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for new stuff every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button on this video. And don't forget, if you're into winning a free t-shirt, go ahead and visit my 1,000 subscriber giveaway video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and that'll get you in the running for a free t-shirt. So have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys on Friday for the live show.